All right, DW Gaming here with a different video for everyone today. I'm going to explain why I've stopped playing the game DC Universe Online for the most part. I've noticed that some of my older DCUO videos have been getting more views, and I do appreciate that. But I wanted to explain why I no longer play this game on a regular basis. There are several reasons. There's one reason that is pretty much broke the camel's back when it came to how this game is, what direction it's being pushed. I will get to that in a minute. First of all, I like to play as the villain faction. And one of the major problems I've always had with this game is that newer content has been geared towards a more hero-focused storyline. And it's unfortunate because most people do play as heroes in this game. But it's always bothered me because you'll have villain NPCs like Sinestro, Lex Luthor, any of the other well-known DC Comics villains, basically giving you missions that what they do is they actually help the heroes. They are in cooperation with the heroes rather than actually fighting them, which is something I've always been just extremely disappointed in. I think one of my favorite episodes for this game was War of the Light, where you could actually play, you could team up with members of the Sinestro Corps and you could actually fight the Green Lantern Corps. And I always enjoyed that because I can't stand the Green Lanterns. I can't stand superheroes in general, but the Green Lanterns in particular, I really despised. So I enjoyed actually being able to complete missions where I actually fought heroes. It was something that was unique. Whereas a lot of video games put you in the shoes of the hero, you take on the role of the protagonist, and I never found that interesting at all. I always wanted to play as the villains. So, and that's been a long time coming, a major issue that's been in the background for me when playing this game. It seems like all the new content has been just revolving around hero missions. And it's like, oh, well, you're a villain. Well, you have to team up with the heroes to defeat an even more powerful villain. And it's just very boring to me. I'd rather be helping that villain against heroes than teaming up with heroes to defeat the villain. It just makes no sense thematically for me to team up with heroes all the time. So that's kind of been an underlying problem I've had with the game. Also is the fact that new content has been really just lackluster recently. The newest episode, Harley Quinn versus Apocalypse, is just garbage. It is... I played the solo a few times. The cutscenes are terrible. The graphics, they updated the graphics a while ago. They need to do an overhaul or something, or just come out with a newer version of the game where the graphics are actually even halfway decent, because it's just like the cutscenes alone are bad. The fact that there seems to be an oversaturation of the Harley Quinn character, I really can't stand her character, and it's like there's just been so much focus around this character, especially in this game. It's grown very tiresome. And when I saw that the newest episode was Harley Quinn versus Apocalypse, I'm like, why? Why? First of all, we're fighting Darkseid once again. I mean, I don't know how many times we fought that guy in this game. But then we have to team up with Harley Quinn, one of the most annoying characters in the DC universe. I mean, it held no appeal to me whatsoever when I heard they were coming out with this content. But let me get to the biggest issue with this game. Now, this was just introduced recently. Basically, the game itself has gone full pay to win. And what I'm going to show you is in your dispensary, when you go to your base, there's what's called tactical mods that you slot in your gear. So let's say I want to put a mod in my weapon slot. So I'll dispense that. Then I'll go to my inventory. I'll open that up and I'll just pick blast adapter. So now I can put that into my weapon slot, right? The problem is, I already had one, so let's get rid of that. The problem is now they've introduced these ultimate tactical mods, which you put in your gear just like you normally would with the mods from your dispenser. The thing is, though, and this is how the game has gone completely pay to win, is that every time you slot one, you get all the ultimate mods for each piece of gear at the beginning of the game. Members get one ultimate tactical mod for free. So let's say I were to put this feet equipment mod in my feet, my boots right now. The problem is that it's item level 383. Now, it is by no means the maximum item level of equipment for my feet that I can get. So the next time I get a piece of gear that has a higher level, I would have to slot another ultimate tactical mod in there in order to get the effects of it. And the major issue is these mods are not free anymore. You can go to your dispenser and get the inferior mods for free. But these mods, every time you want to slot one of them in your new piece of gear, you have to pay real money on the marketplace to get one of them. So yeah, they give you one mod per piece of gear that you can slot into them for free. But after that, if you were to replace your gear with a better piece of gear, you would need to go to the marketplace and pay real money in order to get the superior mod. You can still get the inferior mod of your dispenser for free, but the superior mods, they're going to give you more benefits in the game, such as increased health, increased damage. The foot tactical mod gives you a shield. It blocks 75% of incoming damage. It's superior to the standard Tumbling Master tactical mod in every way. And in order to get that effect, you actually have to pay real money. So this game has gone full pay to win. People play games at a competitive level, no matter what game it is. And people like to compare at the end of a raid or an alert or whatever, they like to compare their scores with everyone else. And obviously the person with the highest score in terms of damage, healing, whatever it is, usually it's damage, will get bragging rights. And it's all about being competitive. The problem is they've taken that, the developers of the game have taken that and said, well, we're going to make it so in order to compete against other players, you basically have to constantly shell out money to us. That was the last straw that broke the camel's back for me. I'm pretty much done with this game. I'm tired of first it was artifacts. They've introduced artifacts which were a cash grab, obviously. They give you better powers, they increase your damage, but it's pay to win in terms of artifacts. Okay, then it was allies, because they knew they could only go so far with the artifacts. Yes, they'll release a new artifact every now and then, but now it's allies, where they are once again making it pay to win, where you can get like the most recent ally that usually has the best damage and whatever. And then As if that wasn't bad enough, then they go with these ultimate tactical mods, which are complete. It's just complete pay to win on a fairly consistent basis, because I have 3 maxed out artifacts. I haven't put any money into artifacts in years. So they're not, at least from me, they're not getting any more money from artifacts. So they figure, okay, people who've maxed out their artifacts, what do we get them to pay for next in this game? Then they come out with allies. It's like, I'm like, whatever. You know, allies are the new artifacts. I have like Professor Zoom, and he's my main DPS my main DPS ally, and I think I have him maxed out, and that's it. I really don't feel like maxing anyone else out, because it takes, once again, a lot of money in order to get your ally to max level. It's just too much. And then they say to themselves, well, what about the people who have maxed out their allies? They're not giving us any money on a regular basis. So let's come out with these ultimate tactical mods that basically force people, if they're still willing, to give them money on a regular basis. Because every time you get a better piece of gear, and if you have the desire to be competitive in this game, you're going to shell out cash in order to get another ultimate tactical mod for that piece of gear. And soon that piece of gear that you have will become irrelevant when the next DLC comes out. It's complete pay to win, and it's really disgusting. So I just wanted to give an update about why I'm not playing this game on a regular basis anymore. I do appreciate the views on the older videos. Feel free to share them if you are interested in this game. I probably won't be making any new ones, though. The latest episode has no appeal to me whatsoever. I played a little bit of it, as I said. It was very boring. And this whole thing with pay to win augments now just did it for me. I'm pretty much done. So just wanted to give everyone a heads up. Stay away from this game if you're adverse at all to playing a pay to win game, because it has gone very much pay to win at this point. And it's unfortunate. I did enjoy playing it, but just not anymore. So thank you for your time. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, and I'll see everyone in the next video.